Brandon Ingram and Cade Cunningham, they don't mesh well. Dude, I think Brandon Ingram will thrive with a point guard like Cade Cunningham. I really do. A guy that just wants to set the table and wants to put you in the best positions possible. Cade has not played with a shot maker like Brandon Ingram. I think, I mean, I know we've seen Brandon Ingram not move super well without the ball, but there's still parts of I feel like he got better in New Orleans this past season at getting to his spots, moving without the ball and position himself to get the shot he wanted. But also I think he played out of a role and had to be a playmaker for New Orleans because they were lacking in that department. So he
Yeah.
had to take over. So I think
Yeah.
playing with Cade will only make his life easier. They'll make each other's life easier. I think that fit. I think when you're just looking at the two of them on separate teams, you're thinking, yeah, they can't make it work, but they're basketball players. If they want to play together, they'll find a way to make it work. Cade can play off the ball while Brandon Ingram does a little bit of playmaking and vice versa. So I think the fit, I think it's going to be fine if that trade actually does go through.
Yeah, like Brandon Ingram's play style, I think he was kind of put in a position on a team where they wanted him to play slow, but that's not who he is. I think with the point guard play that they had, like I don't think CJ McCollum is what he used to be, and I think New Orleans was with the roster they had built with Zion and Valanciunas, they wanted to slow it down a lot, and I think that kind of affected Brandon Ingram's game because I think a lot of his shots were late shot clock, like giving the ball into his hands, like go make a play with 7 seconds left. He's like, oh fuck, that's rough. So like I think if you put him in a roster that has a little bit more freedom and a little more opportunity for him to attack the basket willingly instead of forcing it, I think that's where he will thrive on this team. So and plus we're itching to have somebody on the team that has the all-star caliber and he's right in front of us.
So his first year in New Orleans, when he was 22 years old, that's when he was an all-star, when he was voted most improved player. His point guard on the team, he played with Drew Holiday, and I want to say he played with Lonzo Ball. And Lonzo Ball, I'm not comparing him and Cade Cunningham together, but in terms of playmaking, where they are similar is that they want to set the table. They want to get guys involved. So Brandon Ingram, his first year in New Orleans with Lonzo Ball as a starting point guard, he becomes an all-star. He's voted most improved player in the NBA. He averages 24 points per game, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. He shoots 46% from the field on 17 attempts, shoots 39% from 3 on 6 attempts, which is his highest in his career, but he shoots 50% from 2 on 11 and a half attempts per game. I think playing with Lonzo Ball, his three-point shooting was a lot better, even though it's been close throughout the years in New Orleans, but his three-point percentage was the best that first year because Lonzo Ball was putting him in position to get clean shots from the three-point line. And I think Cade Cunningham will do the same thing if he becomes a Detroit Piston.